All right, y'all, good morning. So, we'll cut straight to it. I want to make this video just because this topic it's been prevalent on my mind for the last like going on 3 days, but shit, really almost 3 years. Just the abuse that like men go through in terms of sexual abuse. I'm gonna just say it like trigger warning. I should have said this is probably the only time I ever do that, but if you do feel like you will get triggered by this, I might maybe stop right here just because be unpacking some trauma with you all today. And it's not just my trauma. Hopefully the ones watching this are watching it because you also experienced something like this and can resonate. I want to start by saying I am not a victim of any type of trauma just because, again, I made a video denouncing victimhood. One thing we can't do is fall victim to things that happen to us, because then it creates a scapegoat for why we can't grow past, move past, or learn past these things or from these things, more so than past them. Because it's already in the past. Now you have to grow from the past. So I'm making this video because I'm not gonna go into detail about it, but about 2.5 years ago, I was, saying this on camera is crazy. I was, I was sexually assaulted by a female coworker about 2.5 years ago, under the premise of a favor. And I basically got trapped. And I say trapped because, like, unless I was gonna walk an hour and something to my house, maybe 2 hours to my house, like, I kind of just had to trust my good faith, which I still have good faith, but you know, my judgment let me down that in those moments. But I was taken advantage of by somebody that was 20 years older than me, around that almost, under the premise of a favor. And like I said, not to go into detail, but I put myself in a vulnerable position, like a lot of us do, especially with people that we feel like we can trust. And unfortunately, that night, my trust was let down. It didn't go all the way, but it went way past what I even could have imagined would ever happen to somebody, like, not somebody like me, but just somebody in general. Like, you don't really think about those things, I guess, till it happens to you. So, yeah, I was assaulted by somebody, and basically this person, like, y'all know I made videos about smoking, whatever. I drink socially, so like I don't drink all the time, but when I do, it's usually like if it's a social setting or something. This case was like somebody was supposed to give me a ride home, and it turned into, let's go back to my house for a second. I need to grab something. You can come in real quick if you want and show me around, go have a seat. I thought we were going home. Ended up, and this is where I say I don't fall victim impartial, because like I did not stress enough that I needed to get home, especially after a long day at work. It was just like, okay, cool, like I'll smoke some weed, drink a little. I don't even think I drank, actually. I didn't drink, actually, thinking about it. I just smoked a lot. She drank though, didn't really smoke. And we basically talked for like 10 minutes, and then eventually turned into, okay, I'm just gonna change and then we can go. It's like, okay, cool. She changed, went sat on the couch, started up another conversation that eventually led to the event happening. But the event happening was kind of something like the last like 2.5 years. I told my younger brothers. I think we're the only people I told about it. And I joked with coworkers just because this was somebody who, like, I wasn't the only person that was in this situation too, which is crazy. So I mean, this person's lucky a serial predator, almost 50. But yeah, it's interesting because I've been holding that in for like 2.5 years, and it messed me up because I think what it was the other day was I really like, there's this woman that I'm really interested in right now, and I'm trying to push past that barrier of like, it's safe to like pursue, but like the trauma from just being taken advantage of, I guess, like weighs on you sometimes. And then I go back and think like abuse starts from like most boys, most men at boyhood. Like I can remember like being in settings where with girls, like girls from church, girls from school, girls from the neighborhood, like wherever, like always like just moving too fast. Like I'm trying to play outside and you want to like twerk on me. We're like 8. What are you doing? Like my favorite thing to like laugh at, because it's like why were we moving that fast? But it's like I would laugh because it's like it's traumatic when you think about it. It's like basically the people I grew up with. Like I'm not gonna say that actually, but like I can remember in school, like girls walking past me because I'm an athlete, so I'm nice figure shape, whatever, grabbing my butt, smacking me on the butt, like, oh, you whatever, whatever. Me being a freshman, being in classes with like upperclassmen, like being shy and obviously nervous, people seeing that and being like, oh, like, go ahead and go talk to that girl over there. She want to talk to you. And it's like, I don't want to, I have no interest in her. And I'm like, all right, I'll go because I feel like y'all are bullying me. And you go. And she's like all up on you and just like make you more uncomfortable already. It's like, I don't know. Like we would play, like, I'm thinking back, like even shit, girls from like my church, like older girls to be honest, because yeah, we would like play hide and seek and shit like that. And like I'm thinking we playing hide and seek, they want to hide in the closet with you, kiss on your neck, cheek and stuff, and I'm just like, please, like, you're like 11, I'm like 7. What are you? I'm 6, 7. What are we doing right now? You know what I'm saying? My bad, y'all. If I sound like I'm all over the place, I try to gather my thoughts from this. I meditated and everything, did my little workout. It's just we gotta speak about these things, and we have to not be afraid to be vulnerable, because that's how we get the help we need. Because I'm somebody who, I don't say I need help with this. Like obviously I need help, but like I seek that. Like I found like therapeutic ways to just transmute this energy, like releasing it without necessarily having to bring it back up, you know. Man, I feel for like all the men out there that are carrying these burdens, like even to a degree how I like kind of lost my virginity. Like I didn't want to lose it that way. It's just I would, I was in a position where I knew the person I lost it to was like a very sexual person, so it was kind of just like nah, I'll give you what you want because I do want this, but I don't want it in this way. But I'm like happy medium, whatever. And I don't know. When I think about my like, I guess more so sexual history, it's very damaged. A lot of it is just needs to be rewired. And I guess through semen retention, I'm on what, day 152 now. I'm just understanding like the importance of our innocence. Because as a kid, like I will say the moment I started like masturbating, everything changed. But like it goes beyond that, because again, it's like, why am I even getting to the point of masturbation? And it's like, it's because you're in these spaces where this shit is introduced to you, and you weren't equipped back then to, unfortunately, like you weren't equipped back then to deal with that, understand that, and learn how to stay away from that. So now that YouTube is a tool, the internet's a tool, one-on-one interactions with like-minded individuals is a tool. It helps. I don't think enough of us again are speaking on these issues. Like me and my brother have been talking about this the past day. Like abuse, just I don't know. It happens to everybody. It's not just women, and I think young boys get overshadowed again because it's like, oh, it's not cool to turn down a girl. It's pussy, man. Like you don't want to pussy. Like no, like I'm genuinely uncomfortable. Like I tell my brother, when a woman touches me and I'm not comfortable with her, my body starts to like heat up and like I shake, like that nervous shake when you about to get your ass whooped, or like when you gotta race a race and you're just super nervous or got a test or something, like, it's one of those, like, I always get that. And it's funny because when I think about it, um, even when I think about the women I've slept with, like, I think maybe one person, maybe two people, I didn't get like the quivers and shakes and what I would perceive as erectile dysfunction at the time, but really I just wasn't like sexually attracted to these people at the time. Um, Even when I look back on like those moments though, it's funny because I'm like, yeah, those are trauma responses to like somebody touching you when you're not necessarily ready for them or want them to. And we gotta do just a better job with telling people no, turning people down, and even if it's non-verbally, like I know people who always try to like touch me or whatever, and I literally like if I can see somebody coming up to me and I feel like they're gonna try to touch me or whatever, I'm strategically gonna reposition myself as we're about to converse, so that way like we have our distance and like there's not gonna be that. And it's like if you're gonna touch me, like I've already like while we're talking set my like protection, like okay cool, I'm safe, like you aren't about to whatever. Because it's not fair that we have to carry this burden. And I'm not saying like women don't carry this burden too, because there are so many women out there that get abused that don't say anything. It's just for the men in this moment, it's just again, it's like this is a safe space to just talk about your experiences, because this shit happened to you. Like sexual abuse is sexual abuse too. Like we can't sit up here and be like, you didn't get like penetrated, you didn't get like da-da-da-da. It's like groping is abuse, touching on people's privates is abuse, kissing on people and making them do stuff to you when you don't want that, it's abuse. There's no way around it, no matter what age you are. If you're 5, 15, 25, 35, 55, like abuse is abuse. And yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to make this video because I felt like called to make it, and it didn't feel right just me sitting on this message for all these years. Like I said, y'all, Saturn is in Pisces, so the moment Saturn went into Pisces, I've been feeling this shit, and it's like this is a trauma to unpack. So I just got to get this out there. If you're watching this, and you know. If you don't know, hey, you don't know. But I love you all so much. I appreciate just the continued growth that this channel is experiencing. It's nothing but the grace of you all, God, Spirit, Universe, again, whatever you choose to believe in. Like, it's nothing but grace, abundance, vibrationality, you know? We're vibrating high as fuck right now, so yeah. That's all I gotta say though, y'all. Don't be afraid to speak up. Even if you want to just comment on this video, your experience, like, you can personally message me. My Instagram is in the link to one of these damn videos. 90-inch vert, 90 INCHVERT on Instagram. If you want to message me, talk about it. Yeah.